on the main line. Tell him
what you want.
oh, Jesus is on the main line. Tell him
what you want.
say Jesus is on the main line. Tell him
what you want.
oh, call him
up
and tell him
what you want.
oh,
What you want.
now listen here. Said if you need a doctor, tell him
what you want.
oh, if you need a doctor, tell him
what you want.
I said if you need a doctor, tell him
what you want.
oh, call him up and tell him
what you want.
oh,
What you want.
now listen here. Say if you need a lawyer, tell him
what you want.
oh, if you need a lawyer, tell him
what you want.
I said if you need a lawyer, tell him
what you want.
oh, call him up and tell him
what you want.
oh,
What you want.
say you just
Call him up and tell him.
say you just
Call him up and tell him.
you just
Call him up and tell him.
say you just
Call him up and tell him.
if you need a lawyer,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
If you need a doctor,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
If you need a comforter,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
If you need finances,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
If you need a friend, yeah,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
Whatever you need,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.
Him up and tell him.
Need someone to talk to,
Him up and tell him.
just call him and tell him right now.